The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Purdy off the play fake.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Flushed out right.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's second down and 1. Throwing here, Purdy.
This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards on the play. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed that went right into the...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey.
His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Jake Moody now for the point after.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Dolphins nothing.
7-0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at about the 32.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards. It's second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
This is 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Again, it's Achane.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
You look at this Niner defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So in prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Hey. 21G.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Tua going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins.
Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy.
Escaping the pressure right. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Back to throw, Purdy. They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal.
Here's Purdy.
They'll roll him out right. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Eric Saubert, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to pass. Tua.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
Only able to gain a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Washington's got it. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Solo left Zion.
Now Tua. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. The Dolphins at 500, 7-7 on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Corner, long.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That one out wide and intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Purdy looking to throw. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0.
Dolphins nothing. Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And this one too low. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And he's going to have a Niners first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Niners are able to widen their lead here in this first half. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen, ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And not willing to risk a return, this ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Oscar.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Purdy now to throw. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Dolphins, nothing.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Waste of time.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's Tua. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
To the right side and complete to Washington. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Tua. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Hey, cover one. Ready.
Up the middle, Achane. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Solo left Zion. Let's go. Set.
Tua sets up to pass it. Short throw to Smith. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now in the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Solo left Zion. Corner, long. Out.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the 49ers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometime.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go, shot.
Throwing here, Purdy. Flush to his right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 35 yards. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes this 35-0 now. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Nick Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. That's Tua's running back complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Shotgun now with Purdy. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now Moody for the PAT.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Niners 42, Dolphins nothing.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Turbo one high.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Tua going to throw.
Out route to Hill, complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 92 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Go.
Purdy.
Forced out to his left. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic
turbulence, people around you. Two hands. Get two hands.
A-chan hit, and the ball is held. On one of the linebackers has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. After the turnover, it's Tua. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. So the victory here for San Francisco. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it shows.